Well, this is still the crawler at the Ozark mine. Again, you can see all the scrap here, some rubber tires, a lot of old scrap metal, things of that nature. Off in the trees over here, there's some pipe, metal pipe, stacked on some boards. And I found a second shaft, at least I'm presuming it is. Looks as though this also goes down in a ways. Again, can't really tell how far because it's pretty well collapsed, but it's timbered and lagged on both sides. A little water either coming out of it or coming down from upstream. It could just be groundwater that's kind of coming out of there. See the old culvert down here in the stream. There is water upstream from this as well, which is either coming out of shaft 1 or again maybe coming down from above and just filling it. But you can see the notch down here. A lot of this looks like placer material as opposed to a waste dump, so don't really know where this shaft waste dump would be, unless some of this material is part of the waste dump and some of that material on the other side. But there's even a notch on the other side of this little pile, which looks like it has been plastered. So in any case, was a fence around here. It's pretty well collapsed and fallen down. And still can't convince myself that any of the workings I found are adits. They look much more like just trenches cut into the hillside, maybe dug in on some veins. But there certainly could be some adits around here, or some of those may have been adits. Again, back up through the trees here, you can see another pile of material excavated from over on that other side. Okay, I think I'll just try to wrap this property up now and move on to the next one. Well, I can't seem to get away from this Ozark mine. I looked up the hill to the northeast from the access road down there and saw a waste dump, came up and found this caved adit. There's a little pit up above up there. It's probably just another caved part of the working, possibly a stope. Another little dump up here, so there's prospects all over the hillside. But we'll go up and take a look up there. There may even be a shaft up there. But this is a pretty good sized waste dump. It's about 75 to 80 feet long, maximum of 20 feet wide, about 10 feet wide out here toward the tip, where it actually narrows down to kind of a point. And it goes down over the slope here about 25 feet on the nose. So there's a fair amount of workings. And this does appear to be above a couple of the little notches that are down there along the road below. So those might have been prospect adits as well. I'll go ahead and go up the slope here. Before I do, just trying to see down over here to the side is another deep notch. Again, that kind of matches up with one of those little notches down along the road, so that may be a caved adit as well. Just really can't tell hardly from down there. This definitely is. You can see some of the old timbers that they had cut here. Another nice stack of them over here. This wood actually looks like it's still in pretty good condition in spite of being out here for quite a while. I'm going to go up and see if this, I got a feeling this is just a collapsed stope over the adit, but I'll go take a look and we'll see what this other little dump's for. Well, that's looking down on the waste dump for the adit. You can see the piles of boards again there. And this is the pit up here. Now it looks like it was once covered over with some timbers, so this might have been a shaft. I'm sure it just connected with the adit. So it's well caved in. It's just a big conical pit right now, even though it's kind of steep on that head wall while all these boards are down in there. Really isn't too much of a hazard. That's really all I can see up here. Lots of little other cuts, prospects. There was a wire around here at one time. I don't know if it'll show up. I think it'll show up right there. Just a single strand of wire that they had kind of all the way around, and part of it is fallen down now as well. Not much of an attempt to gate this off. I'll go ahead and call this shaft 3 and just note that it's caved. I'm sure there's other workings around here. Lots of little alder thickets above me here. I might as well just go take a quick look at that. There is a placer trench up here as well. Looks like maybe a bulldozer cut up here into the slope. See some of the quartz vein here that they probably were prospecting on. A little bit kind of open boxworky stuff in some of it. This looks like it might be another pit here. This is real shallow, so I don't think this amounted to too much, although there's a trough that goes on up the slope. These little alders are growing right in the trough of this thicket. So I think this was just a prospect trench. And even though it's fairly deep, maybe 6-7 feet deep here, it really doesn't amount to too much. I'm going to just kind of look around a little more before I leave here. I'm kind of up on top of the ridge to the, I guess it'd be the north of that adit. And there's a number of pits up here, and this I'm pretty sure was a shaft. It's now about 12 feet deep. Looks like might have been an old timber too down there. Can't tell for sure. They're pretty well rotted if they are. Looks like it's completely caved unless it's just bridged over. And then it's got a rim of waste rock kind of all the way around it, about maybe 3-4 feet high at the most, and probably no more than about 4 or 5 feet wide at the most. Another little pit just to the north of it, possibly northeast, and then just off in actually another little pit just in the brush right there, even shallower. And then there's a dozer trench across the top of the ridge just beyond that. This little grove of trees in the center there is growing on the kind of the waste pile of the dozer trench. So lots of little workings around here. Another little pit right over here. A trench that continues out from below that that shaft. So we'll go ahead and call it 4 shafts. Lots of little prospect pits. A lot of placer operations. This whole deep drainage down here below me that goes down to Ozark Creek has been placered. And I'm sure I haven't found all of the workings. There's probably just dozens of them up here. I think I've probably found the majority of the important ones, so we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope that that's all I can find.